Chinese military planning to enter Afghanistan? To answer this question, I must show you some photos. These are from 2016. In 2016, WION received a set of photographs. They were clicked in the Wakhan corridor of Afghanistan. What you see on the screen is a military vehicle, a Chinese military vehicle. Chinese troops were patrolling here. This was the first time we saw the PLA in action inside Afghanistan, and WION was the first to document this presence. So what was China doing there? Why did China have to conduct patrols on Afghan territory? 5 years back, it did not make a lot of sense. Now it does. And sites like these could soon become frequent. So to answer the question, yes, China looks all set to enter the Afghan battleground. And this is not conjecture. This comes from the horse's mouth. China says it wants to, quote-unquote, drive out terrorists. It wants to conduct joint operations with Pakistan. And before I tell you about the plan, notice the irony of the situation. Pakistan supports the Taliban. Americans relied on Pakistan to beat the Taliban. They lost and they left. Now China wants to make the very same mistake. It wants to conduct joint operations with a terror state to defeat a terrorist outfit it supports. Perhaps this is why Afghanistan is called the graveyard of empires. It starts with the death of logic here. Anyway, this is the role that China has set for itself. As the Americans leave, the Chinese want to fill the power vacuum. They started with offering developmental projects. Now they're making military plans with Pakistan. On Gravitas tonight, we'll tell you what they're up to. Our story begins on this Saturday, July 24th. Pakistan's Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi travels to China. He meets China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi. The meeting takes place in Chengdu. On the agenda is Afghanistan. China is worried about the way things are going. Why is China worried? Because it shares a border with Afghanistan. The mess could spill into its borders. China doesn't want that. Already, terrorists in Pakistan are attacking the Chinese. Imagine terrorists in Afghanistan also targeting the Chinese. In fact, recently a Taliban offshoot was behind a bus blast that left 9 Chinese citizens dead. Beijing does not want a repeat of this. So what does it do? It partners with a terror state to take on a terror group. China wants to launch what it calls joint actions. Those are the words they use, joint actions. That is code for military operations. And the Chinese military is ready for this. It's in position. Soldiers from the PLA have been deployed close to the borders of Afghanistan. This is what reports say now. Thousands of Chinese troops, listen to this, thousands of Chinese troops are stationed in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Beijing's violation of Indian sovereignty has become a habit. First, Chinese investments in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, and now Chinese soldiers in POK. And that's not all. China has also deployed military units on the Tajik-Afghan border. So what is China trying to do here? It is basically securing points of entry into Afghanistan, especially for its troops, if they want to undertake missions in this region. And China has been at it for a while now. Let me show you a report from 2019. It talks about how a military outpost came up in Tajikistan. Since 2016, Chinese troops have been watching a critical choke point from this outpost, an old passage that connects Afghanistan with Tajikistan and China. The military outpost stands right in front of the Wakhan corridor, the same narrow strip of land that we showed you earlier, where Chinese military vehicles were spotted in 2016. Now, what does all of this tell you if you join the dots? China has been waiting in the wings. It has been building its military presence around Afghanistan for a while now, waiting for the right moment to enter, the moment America leaves. It's happening now. US troops are leaving and Chinese troops are ready. Quick question. Who is China's target here? Look at the map closely. On the border with Afghanistan is